Today we're going to be making venison and bison chili. To begin, you start with 1 container V8 tomato herb soup. Add to the pot. Soupy. Next in the line of ingredients, we're going to add 3 cans of diced tomatoes with green chilies. Add to that a healthy splash of red wine vinegar. Whether or not you get the creepy Italian guy on the label doesn't really matter. About half a jar of chopped garlic. Just toss it all in there. And now we're going to take 2 pounds of cubed venison. Now this has been sitting overnight in a mixture of a little bit of meat tenderizer, some chopped garlic, a healthy 3-fingered pinch of dill weed, and some adobo. You gotta love adobo. And we're just gonna plop that in there. Oh yeah. And the next and last thing we're gonna add in this step is 1 pound of chopped bacon and a small onion also chopped finely. We're going to throw that all in there. Then we take our old wooden spoon, the older and more beat up the better, and we're just going to start stirring that up. And we're going to put it all on a low heat, leave it to simmer. And that'll take us on to step 2. And now on to part 2 of venison and bison chili. At this point, the venison, bacon, and tomato mixture has been stewing, simmering for about an hour. And in the meantime, what I've done is I've lightly browned 3 pounds of ground bison and mixed in a can of finely chopped up chipotle peppers in adobo sauce. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our old ass wooden spoon and we're going to add that to the mixture. Just throw it all in there, all the good stuff, and stir that in a bit. And next up on the ingredients, we're going to add 1 can of red kidney beans and 1 can of white kidney beans. Now, the beans, they're optional. True chili doesn't have beans. This time, I'm going to throw them in for a little bit of color. You got a can of white, can of red, but you don't need them if you don't want them. Don't add them. If you want more beans, add more beans. Into the pot they go. Next up on the ingredients list, we're going to take our jar of Goya complete seasoning. We're going to have just a hefty shake there. That's all you need. And we're going to take 1 jar of Grandma's Robust Molasses. If it's not Grandma's, it's not good, and it's not molasses. We're just going to throw that in there. It's kind of gooey, kind of thick. What we're going to do is just run a little bit of hot water. Make sure we get all the molasses sticking on the sides there. And throw that in. Now for the seasoning, we take a package of chili seasoning mix available at any supermarket. We're going to throw that in, boom. And a package of Sloppy Joe seasoning mix, also available at any supermarket. And boom, in it goes. Oh, maybe you got to open it a bit more. Boom, in it goes. Alright, we're also going to take a nice heavy shake of ground cinnamon. Cinnamon sounds odd, but if you eat it straight up, it's a savory flavor, not a sweet flavor. It just binds a few things together. And now for the final ingredient, Sam Adams Winter Lager. What we're going to do here is you can take a whole 6-pack of Sam. First beer, of course, goes to your cameraman. Second beer you put aside for yourself. And the other 4, they all go in the mixture. Now the Winter Lager is a nice hearty flavor. Good thick lager. It's cold outside. you're going to eat yourself a hearty stew of venison and bison, and with it you're going to want to drink a hearty beer. And you're going to want that flavor in your venison and bison chili, and it's going to work out beautifully. So you've used your whole 6-pack, you give it a good stir, get all those ingredients together, and now we're going to let it simmer for a couple more hours. And that takes us to step 3. Now it's time for part 3, time to enjoy your chili. At this point, the chili's been simmering for 3 to 4 hours. You can see it's reduced an awful lot. Ladle some out into a nice big bowl. You can see the chunks of venison there, the buffalo, and it's looking beautiful. Get yourself a nice big bowl full. Sprinkle on a little extra sharp cheddar cheese, just right on top there. And sit back and enjoy your venison and bison chili.